Hello everyone, my name is Jayan and today we are the 15th of June and this is the 96th video that I'm filming to prepare for my test. So today I have the time to review the previous video that I made and I'm very happy about the progress. I think in terms of speaking I was able to maintain a flow without compromising too much. However, I noticed that in my visual I was confident in, let's say, 90% of the time. But at the start, I still get a little bit nervous, stressed out, and doesn't seem so confident, such as avoiding eye contact with the camera, looking down while thinking, and does not talk as fluently as I would like. So I will keep working on that, try to keep my head and face straight to the camera while talking my first phrase, keep working on the first part of my response. However, I'm very happy with the content. I think they make sense. I mentioned my priorities, I mentioned my considerations, and that should likely to be a good result, I would say, for me. So I'm gonna keep working on that aspect. I think today nothing much happened. I think this morning, what was I doing? I think I sleep until like 10 or something. So yeah, it was just a recovery day, and next week we're planning for a very big week. I have 6 additional clients planned out, and yeah, so we shall see how this goes. 8-hour work days. That's a lot. So now let's get into the task prep preparation. So the scenario is the exam group chat. You're in a university course with weekly online quizzes. Your professor allows you to study together, but expect all quizzes to be completed individually. You're in a group chat with classmates where people discuss concepts and readings. The night before a quiz, one of the members, Leo, sends a message. Anyone wants to share answers tomorrow? These quizzes are so picky anyways, we'll all benefit. A few classmates liked the message when he says, low stakes, right? It's just weekly quizzes. You know, the quizzes are only 10% of the grade, but cheating is still explicitly against the academic code of conduct. No one responds critically. The next day, you recognize one of Leo's answers during your quiz, clearly copied from your group's chat. Okay. So 30 seconds to think. Okay, so the first question would, what would you do after seeing Leo's message, and how your peers responded? Okay, so here we go. After seeing the message and the responses in the group chat, the first thing that I would say in the group chat would be something around, as a student, it's our top priority to respect the school's code of conduct, to maintain fairness and academic integrity to all the other students, and by sharing answers of just a small quiz can be the breach of this code of conduct. I will also mention that there can be bad consequences related to that. That is already well defined in the code of conduct. I will encourage my classmates to study together, but answer the quiz independently on their own, therefore maintaining the highest respect to this code of conduct. I will also mention that if someone is feeling unconfident or they need extra help, I'm very happy to help them out. Alright, so would your response change if Leo was a friend who helped you earlier in this term? I think in this case, my response will not change in the big direction, but vary slightly more. So in terms of the friendship, I definitely want to be very considerate about the help that I have received for Leo, not maybe as a favor to return, but also as just friends helping out friends. And but I will. This is not something that will override the student code of conduct, and because this is something that everybody should respect, irrespective of someone being my friend or not. I will try to approach my friend Leo with a very pathetic tone and saying that I understand that this stress can be generated with a test, but it is very important for everybody to complete the assessment on their own. So the last question, what would you do if the professor later asked the class if they were aware of any academic dishonesty? If the teacher asks us in front of the whole class, I will probably not respond in a public setting. However, if I hear that in the public and then I have the chance to talk to the professor in their office in a more closed environment, then I will probably mention something like in class we talked about if we saw any actions of academic dishonesty, and yesterday I oversaw that in the group chat there is similar answers happening, there is acts of answer sharing, and I will be very verbal about there is a breach of academic integrity and present everything in a factual with proofs and with the history of everybody involved. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Eventually I resist the temptation to join or stay silent. Not stress to get in trouble. Would you learn earlier? I will make the harder emotionally, but it won't change my core answer. We appreciate the help earlier. It's background everyone for the past issue. I would feel obligated while staying to protect this. Some messages. Yes. Just saying, I was aware. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much why I responded. That's good. Okay, so let's hope that we keep working on that. Fixing straight into the camera at the start of the answer. Try to appeal very confident in my speech from second one. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.